Hello souls, how are you? Today we'll make a relationship reading. Should you stay in this relationship or should you move on? So if you are wondering already whether this relationship is for you or you are considering moving on, this is your reading. Choose your pile, number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. There will be timestamp in the description of this video. Take a look at the piles and ask yourself which one represents your relationship. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And let's start with the first pile. What do we have? So I see that you are already fighting with your partner. You have arguments and maybe each one of you is making some small negative comments toward the other person, like picking even the little thing possible as reason to fight. So let's see, is it better to stay or to move on from this relationship? So currently we see that there's this a little bit intense situation, but it's nothing that serious. Maybe you are just in a negative period, but overall it doesn't look that bad. Let's see, if you stay, what will happen. So you will be able to stay, but you will continue to consider also moving on because you lost your interest towards your partner. You believe that and you feel, most of all, because we have cups, so it matters what you are feeling, and it feels like you are not getting anymore this excitement. You are a little bit bored. You're feeling a little bit annoyed, a little bit bored with this person. And even if you stay in this relationship, there's also the possibility that you will start considering another relationship parallel to this one. And you will be depressed. So the advice for you is to take smart decision. So write a list of all the pros and cons of staying in this relationship. Why should you stay? Is there any real reason to stay in this relationship? Ask yourself and write it down. Pros, this person is giving me joy. We have something in common, like house, we are sharing a house, or this person is giving me love, I feel happy with them, I still have feelings for them, whatever it is. And cons too, and you should make clear decision based on the facts and the evidence. And what will happen if you move on? The matter is that you are really afraid of moving on. You believe that this is the worst case scenario, and you don't want to move. So I see the struggle in you in choosing one of these two options. And maybe you have some financial relations with this person too. Maybe the house is theirs, and you will feel or will be literally homeless if you leave this relationship. So what is the advice? Maybe there's third option, not only staying or leaving, because you look a little bit pissed off with this person. Let's see if there's third option. So you're afraid to get control on this situation, and you are a little bit scared of this person too. This person sometimes can be a little bit scary. Maybe they are too demanding and too controlling you. And the advice for you is to save yourself from all this anxiety, all this stress, and to ask for help, search help from your family, from your parents, relatives, or even a circle of friends, and from the community too. So don't be afraid. Yes, there's some circumstances you should consider, like where should you go, where can you stay, but you will find help if you search for it. So get in contact, get in touch with your family if possible. If you don't have relatives who you believe that are ready to help you, get in touch even with the relevant social services and ask for help, because this person doesn't look very caring and nurturing, and this relationship looks a little bit scary, I would say, and unhealthy. This is the advice for you, pile number 1. So the advice is that the better option is to move on, but to search and seek help from society and from other people, because maybe you don't have your own home. And at least for the first period of time when you move on, you should seek help. So what is the story behind the 5 of Pentacles? These two people are beggars, and they were looking for help. And there are 2 versions of the story. The one is that they didn't see that the help was right next to them. This is a church. And the other version is that they asked for help from the church, but from the church told them that they need to change their religion and to accept the fate of the church, and they denied. So the advice is accept help, at least for some time, and then you you will be able to move forward by your own and you'll get financially stable. But at least for the first moments, you will need other people's help. And yes, they all have their own rules you will have to respect, but you will need this. So this is the advice for you, pile number 1. Okay, let's see what do we have for pile number 2. Should you stay or should you move on? And what we see here is literally the card representing a person who is choosing between 2 options, who is wondering and measuring which option is the best decision to take. They are absolutely concentrated over themselves, and they're trying to decide one direction or the other. Where should you go? And I see also the 2 of Swords could mean also verbal fights between you and your partner, a situation in your relationship. It's a little bit of a cold war between you and your partner. Maybe you are not talking to each other, or maybe in the moments you talk to each other, you are like exchanging really sharp comments. And let's see what the cards will tell you. Should you stay in this relationship or should you go? So I see that your partner is expecting from you to be the perfect housewife, to take care of the house, to cook, to clean, to put everything in order, and to literally to be the wife and the housewife. But this is really difficult for you. Why? Let's see why is this so difficult for you? Because you're a completely different kind of person. You're more soft, more emotional, dreamy. You have also really logical mind. You're a really fair person, and you also like to enjoy life, to be outside, maybe to spend time with other people, and this person is expecting from you to stay at home all the time, while you maybe with the justice card you are having some more responsible job, and you just don't feel that what you're doing now is the correct expression of your inner child. So if you stay in this relationship, you have this status in front of society. You have financial stability, but it will be really difficult and hard for you. You will feel this as a burden because it does not relate to you, to your inner truth. And what will happen if you move on? Wow, and the advice is clearly to move on. Pile number 2. It won't be that easy. It will require everyday effort. And you have, however, even if you don't believe it, you have all the strength in you in order to succeed, and you will be really satisfied at the end. Maybe it will require some time, maybe it will require even a couple of years, but you will become independent, strong, and successful. You will be very satisfied with yourself. And maybe you cannot believe this when I'm telling you that you can manage to do it on yourself and be strong and do it on yourself, because you feel that or you have this idea of yourself that you are almost like a tender little child, very vulnerable, very tender, very soft, but you have this power within you. You are very strong, and you cannot imagine that you are just like this small flower, which is flower that is growing up on a rock, and you watch this tender and gentle flower which is growing up from the rock, and you are asking yourself how this tender flower could grow up and out of nothing. And you have this power within you, even in the hardest situation. You, even if you are appearing to be so soft and gentle, you have this inner power within you. And once this period of difficulties is past, you will be very, very, very satisfied with yourself, and you will be able to look back and say, I made this, I made this, I made this, I made this, I have done this all by myself. And you won't be afraid of nothing anymore in your life. So pile number 2, the advice for you is to move on and to be strong. Don't be afraid. They won't break you. You have your inner strength to succeed. You don't need this person. They are not making you happy. They don't want you to be what you really are. They are not allowing you to be what you really are. Pile number 2. And let's see what we have for pile number 3. Should you stay or should you move on? We have the 2 of Cups. Everything looks really nice in your relationship. It looks like you found your soulmate, and you have harmony in your relationship. So let's see why you are asking this question. So, should you stay or should you move on? Maybe you are expecting some action from this person, and or maybe they just gave you an engagement ring and pop up the question, and you are literally asking, should I stay, should I accept this proposal, or should I move on? because you have inner insecurities and you are absolutely afraid what will happen next, and you want to delegate these responsibilities, this responsibility to the cards. Let's see, is it so? What will happen if you move on? So I see a power struggle, a power, some sort of a power game between you and your partner, because you are very, very similar one to another. And I believe that you have also a little bit of masculine traits in your character. And this is the reason why you don't want to be in this relationship. Maybe this person is a little bit too controlling for your taste. Maybe because you have this desire to control the situation on your side. And if you decide to go, however, and to move on from this relationship, yes, you will be this, you will keep your position of power, because you appear as the Empress and your partner appears as the Emperor, and they are the perfect couple. But maybe you believe that this Emperor somehow will take advantage of you. You are afraid of losing your position, and you believe that somehow you will be under, like on a lower level from the Emperor, and that you will keep your position of power if you move on. But actually you became victim of this choice if you move on. The Emperor, yes, they do have negative traits, but they are also very solid and trustworthy. They are the person who will keep your back and who will defend you. You will be, if you are next to an emperor and you are not trying to be another emperor, you are allowing them to lead, you will be very well secured in this relationship. So let's see, maybe there's something else I'm not considering, because I have a little bit of strange feeling that there's something going on in this pile that I'm not seeing for the moment. Something is missing. So let's see. So maybe you are what is the problem? A couple of times I saw the Three of Swords while shuffling the cards, and maybe this is the reason, because we have also the High Priestess. Maybe somebody cheated in this relationship, or you have this strong feeling that they are cheating on you, and this is the reason why you are asking this question. Or maybe you are this person who is the third party in this relationship. Yes, there's third party in this relationship. So maybe you are, if you are the third party in this relationship, if you decide to move on, the official wife will be the winner, and you will be the victim. If you decide to stay, you will show that to these men that they are fully in control over you. And let's see what is the advice, however, as it looks a little bit more complicated than I initially thought. What is the advice? Another 3. The advice is to end this relationship. You will not move on for a while because you believe that is really, it's easier for you, that you're having fun, that you can manage to have both things at the same time. Why not? But at the same time you have this void within you. You're feeling empty and as an outcast, that you are having nobody actually. You will feel disappointed, and you should end this relationship. Basically, if you think about this relationship, you will understand that you actually don't need it. It doesn't serve you anymore. You just want to prove something to somebody, but you don't need to prove nothing to anybody. And this is also destroying you. This relationship is destroying you. So the advice is to be as logical as possible and move forward. Move on. Okay, that was your reading pile number 3. And let's see what do we have for the next pile. Pile number 4. I think that somebody already moved on from the relationship you are asking for. So I see that somebody already moved on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment. Let me know in the comments what exactly is going on, because it appears that somebody has already moved on. And let's see what is the advice, however. So what the 8 of Cups means. The 8 of Cups represents a situation, and in this case this is the card that is showing your relationship. So the 8 of Cups represents a relationship where you have everything, or almost everything. It looks perfect from the outside, but there's something missing, like you see that this tower is not finished, this castle or whatever it is. There are 2 cups missing, and this person is moving on from this situation, even though there are 8 cups. They are not satisfied with the result, and they are moving forward because they need more content, emotional content, more of fulfillment, and they're moving forward towards the mountains, which are difficult path, but they are not afraid. Everything seems quiet, relaxed. They are confident in their choice, and they are following just their emotions and intuition without fear. It looks like a little bit, to me at least, it reminds me a little bit of the moon card, but it's as a situation. But here we don't have fears, we don't have hidden things, we don't have it's not that intense. Here everything is calm and relaxed, and you're not afraid to look for a better solution. So let's see what will happen if you stay in this relationship, and what will happen if you move from this relationship. So if you stay, so this is the problem. If you stay, both of you have really strong energies, and maybe you have different interests. So one of you, maybe there's also an age gap, not that much, but there is such. Both of you are really intelligent. I would say absolutely very, very, very intelligent people. So one of you is more intellectual type of person, very smart, very sharp mind and thoughts. It could work as a lawyer or IT or a journalist. And the other one is, or could be also a writer. And the other one is more deeper, but more also, I would say, emotionally unavailable. Both of you are a little bit emotionally unavailable, and this is not a very good combination for a romantic relationship. Like there's too many intellect. This is the wisest person in the tarot deck, and this is from the minor arcana is the smartest person. So you are very similar, and you're not fighting or in conflict one with another, because you have maybe the same way to look at the things around you, and you have the level of understanding of life and life events, the same level of understanding, because both of you are very intelligent. But for love reading, this is not a very good combination. Like there's no passion, there's something missing here, like at the Eight of Cups card. And what will happen if you move on? So you will get a chance, and you get a chance, and so you will almost immediately meet somebody else. This is the forecast if you leave this relationship and move on, that you will almost immediately meet somebody else who will give you a really good chance, and will be a very good opportunity. However, you may get a little bit disappointed at the beginning, because you want fast results. You want to have everything right, and if possible for yesterday, right now, and if possible for yesterday. And every relationship requires some time to mature. Maybe you have reached a level of maturity with this person in your relationship, and you will be expecting the same thing from your future partner, but it won't be the same because it's an absolutely different relationship and it will need time to mature. This is the Seven of Pentacles cards, which combined with the Ace of Pentacles is promising you very good results, but you have to have patience, and just grow this relationship. It won't happen overnight. It requires work. And you see, it will be true love. You will have this feeling of overflowing emotions and love, purest love. Two aces, by the way, and these are the best aces you can get. So if you move on, because here you have really stable relationship, but there's no emotions. There are no emotions here. And if you move on, you will quickly meet another person, and with a little bit of patience and a little bit of work, you have really, really good results. That was your reading, pile number 4. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. And pile number 5. Should you stay or should you move on in this relationship? So you feel emotionally very good in your relationship. You have a little bit, you have a lot of emotions in your relationship, a lot of love. There's no lack of love in your relationship. This is not an issue. If you're having some issues, they are not lack of emotions and love. There's no lack of emotions here. So let's see for you what will happen if you leave this relationship and what will happen if you move on. If you stay, wow, with the Tower, I guess you know what it means. So maybe you are already juggling with this and another relationship. I have this feeling. Or maybe your partner is doing that. And it could be also that either there's third party situation, or this situation happened in the past and you don't have you lost your trust in your partner. Either they're too busy with their work and they cannot find the balance between their job and your relationship, even though they love you. So if you stay, the end will happen spite of your choice. Something very unpleasant will happen. You will learn something really unpleasant and you will have to wake up. So there's something going on behind your back and you're not aware of it. What will happen if you stay? If you move on, sorry. If you move on, you will you won't, at the first time you will be broken-hearted, because I believe that you love this person too. But if you move on, you may you may find the right person for you, who will be able to promise you and to give you the relationship you wanted. Like if this person is in a relationship with you, they will marry you and they will respect you and they will be able to stay right next to you in front of society, and your destiny will turn. This is the advice for you, pile number 5. Let me know in the comments if you are aware of what your partner is doing. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye.